this video, we're going to take that line drawing. I'm going to teach you how to use the line drawing to create kind of a cookie cutter that will allow you to just instantly get these shapes, and then you can just click on them and change the color of them without too much effort. So let's go through that process. I screwed up and didn't post the video that I had of the step in between drawing and getting to here. And so I'm just going to turn this strawberry off for a second, and I'm going to draw just a loose version of it right here so we can get the understanding of it. I'm going to be working with my brush. Make sure you're using your particular brush. Go to the brush menu, select it from the menu. It's really important when you're doing this to keep moving back and forth between smoothing and accurate when you're drawing the lines. That's something I want to overemphasize right here. So making sure that you have the correct brush, and that's going to give you the ability to change the size of the brush based on your pressure, right? So as I'm going through this, I'm just going to draw some shapes that are kind of like the strawberry shapes that I had. These are what we refer to as organic shapes, so shapes that we find in nature, versus geometric shapes like squares and circles and triangles. So just loosely drawing this kind of strawberry shape here. Okay, so I've got the strawberry. This is, just imagine this is strawberry outside. You can go through, before you make any changes, you can grab, this is important, this is the direct selection tool right here. It's the white arrow. It's going to allow you to move these these anchor points around so that you can get a more accurate drawing, or modify it however you see fit to fit the shape that you're after a little bit more. Once you're done with that, this is a very important step. All of these line segments have to overlap another line segment. You can't have gaps like this or it won't work. So go through the drawing, make sure every little section connects to another piece, no gaps at all. It won't work if there's a gap. Use the direct selection tool to move the anchor point and manipulate it so that it overlaps another line segment. Okay? So now say we're done at this point. We're going to zoom in. We have a bunch of lines that we've drawn, and we're going to take this and we're going to turn these into shapes. So the next step to do that is we're going to go to the object menu. We're going to go to expand appearance, and those lines are going to turn into shapes now. In the next step, we want to unite all those together, so we'll use our Pathfinder from the Properties tab, and we're just going to hit the first one right there. It's called Unite. And we'll tap on that. Oh. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to undo that just to see again from here, and then Unite. There we go. So all of this is one shape now. Everything here is connected to everything else. It's all one shape. And really easily for this next step, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going for a strawberry. Well, I'm going to leave that as black for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a rectangle and I'm going to drag it across, set my color to whatever I want it to be. And if we look in the layers, you'll see there's a rectangle over the top of the drawing. And I'm just going to rearrange these two so that the rectangle goes behind the drawing. Next, with my black arrow, I'm going to click and drag across both objects, And then in the Pathfinder again, I'm going to come over here and hit these three dots right here. It's going to give me a second set of options at the bottom row, and I'm going to choose Merge. When I click on Merge, now I'm going to use my direct selection tool again. I have an outside, and I can click on that outside and hit the delete key, and all my shapes are already made here. So I can leave this one as the red that it is, but I can go in here and select other ones and assign different colors for each of those very easily. Oops, hit the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so that's the idea. Now, after you have all this done, you can consider coming back in with a paintbrush and drawing in some of the contour lines that make, like, you know, the folds or the wrinkles or some of the detail lines in your image. It's a great place to practice just using the brush tool to create some details. Maybe if it's an apple, there's some dots on it or something. But this is the next step. Okay? Sorry I didn't include that in the last video. I noticed there was a gap between the first one and the second one, so this is the in-betweener right here. That's how to use the Pathfinder to easily create these shapes here. Okay, and we'll be using this in our final as well, so make sure you got the technique. Bye.